Welcome back to the GODSUccess Teach and Pray. Today's verse comes out of John chapter 16, verse 33, and the topic is follow the sign. This is yours truly, your MC and engineer, His Excellency Dakar, and I am Director of Operations here at GODSU, and I'm the CEO of Dakar Marketing Tools. And without any further ado, I want us to get started with our leader of the day, our Assistant Dean, Reverend Dr. Leo Pickett, Chaplain. Please take us away.
And the sign said, long dreadlock freaky people need not apply. So I tucked my hair up under my cap and I went inside to ask why. He said, you look like a fine, upstanding young man. I think you'll do. So I took off my cap and I said, imagine that, me working for you. Sign, sign, everywhere a sign. Blocking out the scenery, breaking in my mind. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the signs? This is what I like. But the sign said, everybody welcome to come in and kneel down and pray. But when they passed around the plate at the end of it all, I didn't have a penny to pay. So I got me a pen and paper and I made up my own little sign. I said, thank you, Lord, for thinking about me. I'm alive and doing fine. Sign, sign, everywhere a sign. Propping up the memories, blowing out my mind. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the sign? Let us pray. Father, I thank you that we can follow the signs. And I thank you that through these signs, we recognize even more that you are in complete control of everything that we do. Now, to get started, I want to talk about when I was a young man growing up in St. Louis, Missouri. One of my neighbors, I guess he was about 30s or so, he would get up every morning at 6 a.m. and he would run for a couple of miles through the neighborhood. So he would notice the different signs. And one of the signs he noticed said, speed limit 30 miles per hour. Of course, he wasn't a car, but, he observed that sign. We live in a society that is driven by immediate urgency. We expect God to have that same sense of urgency. We need to slow down and be patient. He's already told us that his ways are not our ways, and his thoughts are not our thoughts. So obviously, his timing is not our timing. Instead of trying to rush God and get our problems solved as soon as possible, let's learn to be patient through the tough times. Now, here's another sign he saw. This sign says, one way. Some of us are in charge at home. We are bosses at work and leaders in our local church. Sometimes we think that we can have that superior role in our relationship with God. Well, that is not how it works. There's only one way that our relationship can work effortlessly. That way is is for us to acknowledge and be aware that God is in control, complete control. We have to move out of the driver's seat and allow Jesus to take the wheel. That reminds me of an old song that one of the gospel hill groups wrote, says, Jesus, take the wheel. Now, sometimes he would encounter a sign that would say, caution, speed bump. There will be times where our journey will seem bumpy and we may want to give up. When we are faced with challenges, we must remember what Jesus says in John 16:33, our verse today. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Now let me read just a little and more of an explanation of this verse before my time is up. Jesus did not face the enemy alone. Remember that. The time of Jesus' arrest in the Garden of Gethsemane and his subsequent interrogation and scourging was not a time of defeat. Satan was not in control. The scribes and Pharisees who came to arrest Jesus were not in control. Jesus, the all powerful Son of God, was in control. Remember that. The outward circumstances looked bleak. The men Jesus had loved more than his own life, men who had walked beside him day by day, who had watched him perform miracle after miracle, had deserted him. He knew he would be tried, beaten, and crucified. All that outward circumstances indicated this was a time of defeat, but it wasn't. This was a great day of victory for all mankind. Jesus had been commissioned by God to destroy the works of the devil and set men free. Jesus knew the price. He knew his calling. He had been anointed a great high priest. He knew that through his life of obedience, death, and resurrection, Satan's power would be broken. Sin, sickness, and death would not long reign. Men would be set free. Many sons would be born into God's family. He did not go through this great conflict with Satan alone. The disciples had deserted him in the garden, but he did go through these final hours of pain and agony alone. He did not hang on the cross alone. On his way to Jerusalem, Jesus had told his disciples exactly what was going to happen, that he would be taken, mocked, scourged. He told them he was going to be crucified, and on the third day, he would rise from the dead, Matthew 20:18 and 19. Then, during their Last Supper together, Jesus told them they were going to forsake him. And as we know what happened, when Jesus died, he knew the Father would not leave him alone. He said, Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit. That's Luke 23:46. He knew that on the third day, God was going to raise him from the dead. He knew he was going back to his Father with the victory. My time is up. I'm Dr. Leo Pickett, Chaplain and Assistant Dean of Music for Global Over Day Seminary and University, and founder of LP Community Foundation, serving seniors through music therapy and health and nutrition. And now I give it back to my illustrious host, His Excellency Dakar.
Oh, thank you very much, our Dean, our Assistant Dean, Reverend Dr. Leo Pickett, for your wonderful message that you had for us today and your singing. We always enjoy your singing that you have for us every day. Yes, thank you very much for that. In our audience, if you want to go back to that, that came out of John chapter 16, verse 33. And the topic was follow the sign. So I definitely appreciate all of you joining us this morning for our GODSUccess Teach and Pray. And I want you to stay engaged with us. Please remember to like our videos, to comment as well, and also to share, and make sure you're subscribed, that you have your notifications on, so you You know when we're on live, and sharing is very important. You don't know who you're going to touch when you do that. Um, a lot of people are are depressed or are sad, so you definitely don't know the difference that just sharing this video with them can be on the rest of their day. But thank you very much for joining us. Remember to stay engaged and also stay tuned as we have some messages that follow afterwards. Thank you. I also want to remind you to please like, comment, subscribe, and share to everyone. Need a custom prayer? Send a prayer request to sisterofstrength.us. This is yours truly, your MC and engineer, His Excellency Dakar, and our Director of Operations at GODSU, and I'm the CEO of Dakar Marketing Tool, which is an international graphic and printing company providing you with all of your marketing needs to help you and your company grow. Our popular products are branded rings, branded pins, branded golf shirts, branded jackets. You can see we've been wearing them throughout the week. We also have GODSU African American History Bibles, which feature your name, pictures, bio, as well as historical African Americans in the fields of being astronauts, civil rights, education, literature, entrepreneurs, medicine, scientists, inventors, religious leaders in the military, sports, Hollywood, music, entertainment, government and politics, and blacks in the Bible. And we have in large print all the books of the Bible as well as the scripture, so it's easy for you to follow. In addition, we provide merchandise that's crucial to your business's success, such as our magazines, banners, flyers, digital business cards, and printed business cards. And with our innovative tools, you can turn your brick and mortar into an e-commerce platform. During this time of constant Zoom meetings and webinars, we at Dakar Marketing Tools want to make sure you're prepared with our Zoom for Profits class. We finished our Zoom for Profits class, and you can register for your course today. The information is on the screen how to do so. We discussed some in our course how to make money doing Zoom, Zoom Essentials, Zoom Basics, and turning your brick and mortar into an e-commerce platform. And we also have our graduation. And I also want to make sure you register for our Empower You conference. It is Friday, May 21st, 2021, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You definitely want to join us. It's for a 2-day Empower You conference. You can see the information on the screen, how to register. You definitely want to register for it while you still can, as the prices are going to go up. Hi, I am His Excellency Dakar, and I am Director of Operations at GODSU, and I am the CEO of Dakar Marketing Tools.
Hi, I'm Diane Eubanks. I'm the CEO and founder of CDN Dolls and CDN Apps. I'm also a huge community service person, so I founded Reading Reborn.
Hello, my name is Referency Kyron Eubanks. I'm the Director of the Junior Ambassador Program here at GODSU. I'm also Ms. Broward County and the CEO of Cairo Speaks Cairo Rights.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willis Eubanks, Vice Chancellor of Global Overday Seminary University, as well as CEO of Global Alliance Technical Services. Thank you and welcome.
I am Her Excellency, Reverend Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks, and we are the leaders, some of the leaders here at Global Overday Seminary University, and we want to invite you to join us for our upcoming Empower You conference, and we have information if you would like to register and be a part of us. Do we love them here at GODSU? Yes! God bless you, and please listen to the information we have afterwards. Thank you.
Global Ovid Day Seminary and University GODSU is a 501c3 interfaith e-learning Global Florida Department of Education Commission of Independent Studies approved degree issuing religious institution of higher learning under Florida Statute 1005.061F in Miramar, Florida, a suburb of Fort Lauderdale suburbs. Our curricula include programs like our theology diploma, bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs, which are designed for students called to the ministries of teaching and preaching. Program enrollees include pastors, evangelists, missionaries, and laypersons. Our additional courses: Entrepreneurial Studies, premier self-development courses on wealth building. We also offer a mini course for youth, the Junior Ambassador Youth Public Speaking, to gain professional and personal skills. Chaplaincy Diploma, Love and Spiritual Interfaith and Christian programs. Chaplains are trained, certified leaders attached to either a religious and/or non-religious institution or organization. Cybersecurity IT courses. Our licensed instructor has a 95% pass rate compared to the 30% national average for CompTIA accredited courses, such as Security Plus and Network Plus. 40% of our alum who've gone through our prestigious GODSU honors programs have also previously matriculated through their earned doctorate programs. Our alum include physicians, ambassadors, statesmen and stateswomen, icons and billionaires, religious leaders, titans in business, global philanthropists such as Ambassador of Ghana to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Bafor A.J. Bewa, Ambassador of Nigeria to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Sylvanus Musafor, Billionaire Builder and Dean, His Excellency Dr. Michael V. Roberts, former Maritime Minister, Government of Nigeria, Honorable Dr. Leke Olawale, President of Fraser Net and Fraser Nation and Power Networking Conference, Dean, His Excellency Dr. George Fraser. Our world-class and esteemed professors include Attorney Her Excellency Reverend Dr. Diane Eubanks, PhD, Chancellor, Physician Dr. Eric Bizetsky, Clinical Health and Nutrition and GODSU Medical Expert, Physician Her Excellency Rhoda Makinde, PhD, Chief Medical Doctor, GODSU, Medical Missions, Dean Michael V. Roberts, JD, PhD, Dean of Entrepreneurship Studies, Dean George Fraser, PhD, Personal Development Studies, Dean Kyra Eubanks, Dean of Junior Ambassador, Professor Willis Eubanks, PhD, Dean of Cybersecurity Program, Professor Reverend Dr. Joseph Hickman, Associate Professor, Theology Program, Professor Imam Dr. Talib Sharif, Professor Interfaith Program and Chaplaincy, Professor Reverend Dr. William Blake, Theology Program Curriculum Development, Professor His Excellency Dakar, Ethical and Successful Marketing Techniques,